Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kevin. So I've been selling on Amazon for about 3 weeks now. My sales are close to 700. My profit is close to 400, and I have about 30 items listed and about 15 in back stock. So I'd say I'm doing pretty good. But there's a couple things that have caught me off guard and just some stuff I wish I would have known when I started. So I have them listed out right here. It's just 5 tips for if you're just starting selling on Amazon or online that I think would probably help you out. So the first one is know the restricted categories. So I didn't really research into this at all. I ended up buying a couple beauty products like a hair dryer, a straightener, and stuff like that. And then also I bought a car or some kind of air filter and something else that I couldn't sell. So it probably would have helped me if I'd have researched what these categories are that you can't sell in when you first start. Um, the second thing is no companies that don't allow third-party sellers. So like I'm a gamer, so I was gonna sell controllers and stuff, but usually there'll be a sell on Amazon thing down here, or it'll say have one to sell. You click on it and then you can list it. You can see it's not here on this Microsoft Xbox One controller. And even when I go to add a product in my seller account, it tells me that you're not approved to list this brand and they're currently not accepting applications. So basically, Microsoft has just shut down all sellers currently that aren't already approved for their controllers and stuff. The third thing to be aware of, and this is kind of similar to the Xbox and Microsoft situation with the controller. So there are companies that have trademarked their products and items, but they're not big enough, like Microsoft, to have Amazon actually make it so you can't list their stuff automatically, like you see right here. So what happens is you can go ahead and list it, but they have people that as soon as you list it, within a couple hours, usually you'll get a message saying this right here, basically saying that you can't list it. I called Amazon. It's actually legit. So I had this hair dryer. Somehow I got around out of the beauty category and was able to list it. But shortly after, I got this message from somebody, a representative, and Amazon told me the way to see if it's legit or not, go to the listing. If the only sellers are Amazon warehouse deals and then one other person, it's probably legit and you should probably take it down. Something else, you can ask the company who their approved vendors are and see if that matches who's selling it currently. A little tip though, so most of them give you 24 hours to remove the listing once they send you the email. So what I do is just try to lowball them as much as possible. That way I can sell it and not have to worry about it without getting it returned. So you can see the cheapest one is $26.39. I actually sold mine for $19.99 because I got it cheap enough I could do that, and then I didn't have to deal with it. So if you can, just lowball them and just make sure it sells within 24 hours, and then just don't buy anything else by them. I'm actually keeping a little sheet right here with everybody that's reached out to me, and that way I know what the restricted companies are that I'm buying from, or not buying from, but getting items from. That way I know to just skip that stuff. Something else I wanted to mention was to not pack up your shipment. So this is mainly if you're doing FBA. So if you're doing FBA, which I do recommend, first of all, don't box up and tape your shipment until you've completely went through the flow of the FBA shipment. So I have two products here that I know are going to give me an error, just to show you an example. So what happened was I boxed up about 35 items, got them fitted perfectly in a box, taped up and everything, and then I started getting stuff that couldn't go in the shipment. So this it's like a soap dispenser thing. I don't know why I'm getting this error because I've tried to ship it 3 times, even by itself, but Amazon submitted a ticket for me. So I got that, had to open the box, take it out. So cool, remove that. One. I know this one should give me an error as well in a second. There we go. So I don't have a printer at the moment. So this says that only the merchant can label this, which I'm the merchant, but I don't have a way to print the label out. So I've been letting Amazon do all my labels at 20 cents an item. It's kind of easy as well, but I do plan on getting a labeler, but for now I can't label this myself, so I can't do it. So I've had a couple situations where I've boxed up stuff, sealed it and everything, and then I start going through the flow and I have to open my box and take stuff out, and it's just nerve-wracking and it kind of upsets me. So yeah, don't box your stuff up until you've completely went through the flow and know what you can actually put in that box and send off to Amazon. The last tip I want to give you is plan to sell on eBay with, at least a little bit until you get the hang of everything. Like some of this stuff, like you might end up buying a controller and now you can't sell it. Or you might end up buying, say, if I would have bought 5 of these hair dryers, 5 of them are probably not going to sell within the 24 hours, and I'm going to have to sell a couple on eBay. Otherwise, I took a loss. So I've sold not much on eBay. I've sold like 5 things. And that's actually because eBay limits your first month of items to 5. So you can only sell 5 things your first month. I'm actually going to make another video about eBay because there's just a lot of stuff with that as well. But yeah, those are just 5 tips that I felt like I should share with y'all that I wish I would have known when I started, and hopefully will help y'all out. And if y'all want to know anything else, just let me know. Hope you enjoyed the vid. Make sure to subscribe and like so you can keep up to date with the journey and making money and everything else. And I hope this helped y'all out. Have a good one.